Hey gang, I'm reviewing Westmalle Trappist beer. It's their Dubbel. I believe they invented the triple style, and that's the only one I think I've had from them. I don't think I've had the Dubbel unless I had it very long ago and I don't remember. So it's 7% alcohol. This one does not use any spice. There's no coriander in this, whereas I believe Rochefort uses coriander in all of theirs, but it seems like it's only a touch. This does use candy sugar, Belgian candy sugar, which is a specific kind of sugar that I should probably look up. That adds this unique color and taste to, I think, these beers. The best by date on this is May 31st, 2020, so that's not ultra far off. I think they put a 3-year best by date on these, so this could easily be 2.5 years old, which is interesting. Very carbonated, as you would expect from a Trappist ale. And this one is pretty dark. Dubbels are usually kind of seen as like brown ales, but this one is quite dark red and ruby. Lots of carbonation coming up in there, and you can see the head's a little bit dark. Yeah, it smells a little aged. It's not quite like really oxidized or anything, but it seems like there's just some maturity in there. Quite spicy. And yeah, the age brings almost like a leathery quality to it. It smells very nice. There's a lot of dark fruit, of course. Cherry, toffee, maybe blackcurrant, almost a wine-like quality to it. This one smells like it's gonna have a little bit of bitterness. I've been kind of going back into the Dubbel style. I've realized that I really enjoy it. And some of them, yeah, are like have barely almost no bitterness. I don't know about the IBUs of this one. Definitely brown sugar. Not quite molasses, but smells really nice, and the head is looking fantastic. Even amidst all the carbonation, there still is a sweet, chewy body in this one. Sometimes these beers, Trappist ones, that aren't super strong, they can have a little bit of a lighter body because of the acidity and the high carbonation. This one doesn't. Even at like a couple years old, it's got residual sweetness, just a little bit left, and a good body, and a really interesting flavor. At first on the tongue, it's kind of thick, not quite syrupy, but then you swallow it, and it cleans it up with a nice carbonation and spiciness. It kind of tastes woody almost. And there is a dryness to it. There might also just be from, the beginning of oxidation. I feel like that kind of almost lend a dusty feeling on your tongue that I'm getting right now. That's reminiscent of tannins, even though, of course, this isn't oak aged. There are no tannic grapes in it or anything. It's just pretty traditional beer ingredients going on. This is really nice, and the head is still sticking around with some nice lacing. This is a standout, I would say, among the Trappist Dubbels, and it's got some bitterness. It's just got everything going on. It seems a little less acidic than other varieties. There's a really deep toffee taste to it, and brown sugar, and that leathery type thing. It's where brown sugar becomes almost like a savory flavor, very toasty, I guess, not roasty. It's a really nice beer. If you want something that's all fruit and sweet and kind of nearly tart, this is not what you would want. This is a very deep, woodsy kind of beer. Maybe when it's fresher, it's a little different. It's a little less savory, but it lingers with a good amount of bitterness. Yeah, and also at 2.5 years, you'd think the hops would have faded, but this definitely has some hop bitterness other ones don't have, and the head's looking great. And I think this is a really, really nice beer, especially that it's only 7%. It's giving you so much. Yeah, this is like a 4.5 for me, 4.5 plus even. It's a little bit hard to find some of the other ones. It's not as popular, but it's available everywhere. I mean, anywhere in America they can order this beer, I'm sure. A fantastic mouthfeel. I'm not too big on the phenols. It's not getting really medicinal. It wasn't until I started thinking about cough syrup that I was like, it's medicinal. I mean, these beers tend to have a little bit of that going on because the yeast is so strong. But it's very pleasant and it's very good. Highly recommend it. Return to Westmalle, everyone, if you haven't had it already.